गुड मॉर्निंग बच्चों। आज हम क्रिस्टल फील्ड थ्योरी इन कोऑर्डिनेशन कंपाउंड्स डिस्कस करेंगे। लास्ट सेशन में हमने वैलेंस बॉन्ड थ्योरी डिस्कस किया था। एज पर द वैलेंस बॉन्ड थ्योरी, जो कोऑर्डिनेट बॉन्ड बनता है बिटवीन द सेंट्रल मेटल एटम एंड द लिगेंड्स, इट इज ड्यू टू द ओवरलैपिंग ऑफ एम्प्टी डी ऑर्बिटल्स विच गेट हाइब्रिडाइज्ड विद द लिगेंड्स लोन पेयर ऑफ लिगेंड्स। यानी जो लिगेंड्स हैं वो अपने लोन पेयर्स को डोनेट करते हैं टू द हाइब्रिड एम्प्टी ऑर्बिटल्स ऑफ द सेंट्रल मेटल एटम, और उससे हमारा एक कोऑर्डिनेट कोवेलेंट बॉन्ड बनता है। बट उसकी कुछ लिमिटेशंस थी, जैसे कि स्ट्रॉन्ग फील्ड लिगेंड और वीक फील्ड लिगेंड्स के बीच में ये डिस्टिंग्विश नहीं कर पा रही थी। वाई द पेयरिंग टेक्स प्लेस इन प्रेजेंस ऑफ स्ट्रॉन्ग फील्ड लिगेंड एंड पेयरिंग ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स डज नॉट टेक प्लेस इन प्रेजेंस ऑफ वीक फील्ड लिगेंड, इसको एलोबरेट नहीं कर पा रही थी। देन color of coordination compounds that it was not able to explain. Then it was not able to clearly define the tetrahedral and square planar structures in Ml4 complexes, where the central metal atom is making bonds with 4 ligands. Okay, तो इसी को लिमिटेशंस को दूर करने के लिए हमारी जो नेक्स्ट थ्योरी आई, दैट इज द क्रिस्टल फील्ड थ्योरी। क्रिस्टल फील्ड थ्योरी जो है वो क्या बोलती है कि जो बॉन्ड बनता है बिटवीन द सेंट्रल मेटल आयन एंड लिगेंड्स, दैट इज एन आयनिक बॉन्ड। जो सेंट्रल मेटल आयन विच इज ए कैटायन, और जो लिगेंड्स दे आर आइदर एनायंस और न्यूट्रल मॉलिक्यूल्स। तो इन दोनों के बीच में जो बॉन्ड बनता है दैट इज एन आयनिक बॉन्ड। ओके, अब आयनिक बॉन्ड क्यों बनता है? बिकॉज ऑफ द इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक इंटरेक्शन बिटवीन द सेंट्रल मेटल कैटायन एंड द लिगेंड्स विच आर आइदर एनायंस और न्यूट्रल मॉलिक्यूल्स विच बिहेव एज पॉइंट डाइपोल्स due to the difference in electronegativity. Like ammonia, it has the lone pairs on nitrogen, and H2O, it has the lone pairs on oxygen, so they behave as point dipoles. And central metal ion, that also behaves as a point charge, and the ligands, that is anions, they also behave as point charges, और उनके बीच में जो है एक इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक इंटरेक्शन होती है जिसकी वजह से आयनिक बॉन्ड बनता है बिटवीन द सेंट्रल मेटल आयन एंड द लिगेंड्स, और उसी को ही हम बोलते हैं बॉन्ड बिटवीन द सेंट्रल मेटल आयन एंड द लिगेंड्स। ओके, सो दैट इज द बेसिक अजम्पशन ऑफ क्रिस्टल फील्ड थ्योरी। अभी हम सपोज दो तरह के कॉम्प्लेक्सेस बनते हैं, एक Ml6 एंड Ml4, where 6 ligands are making bonds with the central metal ion, and here 4 ligands are making bonds with the central metal ion. अभी होता क्या है, ये ऑक्टाहेड्रल फील्ड में बोलते हैं इसको। जब 6 ligands are making bonds, then it is octahedral field, और Ml4, दिस इज द टेट्राहेड्रल फील्ड। यानी जब हमारा लिगेंड्स जो हैं वो अप्रोच करते हैं सेंट्रल मेटल आयन की तरफ, तो दे अप्रोच इन द ऑक्टाहेड्रल फील्ड इन केस ऑफ Ml6 टाइप ऑफ कोऑर्डिनेशन कंपाउंड्स, एंड दे अप्रोच इन द टेट्राहेड्रल फील्ड इन केस ऑफ Ml4 टाइप्स ऑफ कोऑर्डिनेशन कंपाउंड्स। अभी पहले हम ऑक्टाहेड्रल फील्ड को डिस्कस करते हैं। लेट अस फर्स्ट डिस्कस ऑक्टाहेड्रल फील्ड। ओके, नाउ वी नो दैट सेंट्रल मेटल आयन हैज 5 डीजेनरेट डी ऑर्बिटल्स, जिसको हम dxy, dyz, dzx, then dx square minus y square and dz square से रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं। where dxy, dyz and dzx, they lie or they are oriented in between the axes. Okay, these are dxy, dyz and dzx. While these two orbitals, they are oriented along the axis. So this is your dx square minus y square, dx square minus y square, and dz square is along the, this is x axis, y axis, and this is z axis, and this is oriented like this. This is the ring, so this is dz square orbitals. अब होता क्या है, जब ऑक्टाहेड्रल फील्ड में लिगेंड अप्रोच करते हैं टुवर्ड्स द मेटल, दैट इज सेंट्रल मेटल आयन, तो वो अलोंग द एक्सिस अप्रोच करते हैं, मींस दे अप्रोच अलोंग द जेड एक्सिस और अलोंग द एक्स एक्सिस और अलोंग द वाई एक्सिस. तो ये जो दो ऑर्बिटल्स हैं, दे विल गेट देयर एनर्जी इंक्रीज हायर देन द these orbitals because the ligands are approaching along the axis, not in between the axis. जबकि ये जो तीनों orbitals हैं, they are oriented in between the axis. तो होता क्या है, initially when the central metal ion or central metal atom is in free state, okay, this is in free state, or we can say in the gaseous state, isolated gaseous state. Okay, then all these 5d orbitals, they are degenerate, means they are equal in energy. Okay, but when the ligand approaches towards these d orbitals which are degenerate, then they will increase their energy when the ligands approach towards the central metal ion. Okay, then they will get their energy increased. This is due to the strong repulsion between the electrons of the d orbitals and the electrons, that is the electron pairs of the ligands. Due to that, this energy of these orbitals will get increased, and then when it approaches further, okay, then this is called the barycenter. Okay, this energy is barycenter. Then when it makes the complex, that is say Ml6, in that case this will split into two energy levels. Okay, this we will explain in the next page. So in the presence of octahedral field, in octahedral field, when the ligands approach to this d orbitals of the central metal ion, then these dxy, dyz, dzx, and this is dx square minus y square and dz square. Okay, so this is the excited state of the d orbitals, and this is the, say, barycenter, which is nothing but the zero energy level. So when these ligands make the complex, that is Ml6, then they will get split into this, will be, this is called Eg level, where this dx x square minus y square and dz square, that is Eg level, and this is the, this will be T2G level, this is T2G, and these are the dxy, dyz and dzx, and these are the dx square minus y square and dz square. Okay, because the ligands are approaching along the axis, that is why these two d orbitals will have higher energy than dxy, dyz and dzx, which lie in between the axis. तो ये जो स्प्लिटिंग हुई, इसको हम रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं डेल्टा ओ से, that is the splitting in octahedral field, that is the total splitting. And then this is the very center, and from very center to this is plus 0.6 delta O, and below the very center this energy is minus 0.4 delta O. So that is why, that is how this splitting takes place. Okay, this is called splitting in octahedral field. अभी क्या है, जो डेल्टा ओ का मैग्नीट्यूड है, that will depend on the strength of the ligand, that is whether it is a strong field ligand or it is a weak field ligand, as well as it will depend on the oxidation state of the central metal atom, whether it is M2 plus state or M3 plus state or M4 plus state. तो इन दोनों के ऊपर डिपेंड करेगा द मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ डेल्टा ओ. अभी हम कुछ इंडिकेट करेंगे हाउ टू फाइंड आउट विच लिगेंड विल बिहेव एज ए स्ट्रॉन्ग फील्ड लिगेंड एंड विच लिगेंड्स विल बिहेव एज वीक फील्ड लिगेंड, बिकॉज दैट विल डिटरमिन द मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ डेल्टा ओ, दैट इज द स्प्लिटिंग एनर्जी. ओके, तो इसके लिए हमें एक स्पेक्ट्रोकेमिकल सीरीज दी हुई है, दैट इज कॉल्ड स्पेक्ट्रोकेमिकल सीरीज, और and this is arrived experimentally. Okay, experimentally we see that how these ligands behave. तो इसके बेस पे हम we can remember this series as CNOX. We can say that carbon donors, they are the strongest ligands, then nitrogen donors, then oxygen donors, then halogen donors. Okay, like we give the examples of carbon donors are CO, then cyanide ion, they are the carbon donors. Okay, because here this lone pair is donated by this carbon, that is why it is called carbon donors. Then nitrogen donors like ammonia, this is the lone pair. Okay, nitrogen. Then EM, that is ethylene diamine. Then there will be EDTA, that is ethylene diamine tetraacetate ion. Okay, then we have NCS minus, that from nitrogen side when it makes the bond, then it is, because this is ambidentate, it can bond from nitrogen side or sulfur side. So these are the nitrogen ligands. Then oxygen donor ligands are like H2O, then OH minus, then oxalate ion, they are all oxygen donor ligands. Then X will be like your fluoride, chloride, bromide, iodide. Also SCN will be in this category and H2 minus will be in this category. So this is on the basis of the strength. These carbon donors, they are the strongest ligands, nitrogen are below this, and halogen donors and the sulfur donors, they are the weakest ligands as per the spectrochemical series. अब होगा क्या, जो हमारा सेंट्रल मेटल एटम है उसकी ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट पे भी डिपेंड करेगा. सपोज वी हैव 3D सीरीज मेटल, ओके, एंड सपोज M2 प्लस हो सकता है या M3 प्लस हो सकता है. ओके, so M2 plus means when the metal atom is present in +2 oxidation state, then only carbon donors, they will act as strong field ligand. Okay, rest all will be acting as weak field ligands. अगर M3 plus state में है central metal ion, then carbon as well as nitrogen donors, they will act as strong field ligands. And cobalt is an exception. If cobalt is there in 3 plus oxidation state, then carbon, nitrogen and oxygen donors all will behave as strong field ligands. And when metal is present in +4 oxidation state, then all ligands will behave as strong field ligands. Okay, and then 4D series and 5d series metals are there, then all states, whether M2 plus, M3 plus, or any state, all for all these ligands, they behave as strong field ligand. So we can say that whether a given ligand will behave as a strong field ligand or a weak field ligand, that also depends on the oxidation state of the central metal ion, as well as whether it belongs to 3d series or 4d series, etc. So we have seen that in 3d series metals, when central metal atom is present in +2 oxidation state, only carbon donors will behave as strong field ligand. When central metal atom is present in +3 oxidation state, then carbon and nitrogen, both donors, will act as strong field ligands. Exception is the cobalt. In cobalt 3 plus, carbon, nitrogen and oxygen, all the donors will act as strong field ligands. For M4 plus, that is +4 oxidation state, all the ligands will behave as strong field ligands. Okay, so now we can say that when this ligand behaves as a strong field ligand, then the splitting will be more. That means the magnitude of delta O, that is delta O, is the splitting energy in octahedral field. Okay, that will be more in case of strong field ligands. So delta O magnitude will be more in case of strong field ligands. So when we start filling of the electrons, then pairing will not take place in pairing will take place in strong field ligands, because pairing energy, say P is the pairing energy, that we will explain by the example. Okay, so in case of strong field ligands, this delta O will be greater than pairing energy, because pairing energy does not depend on the nature of ligand. So when delta O is greater than pairing energy, then we say that pairing will take place, because pairing will require less energy. So pairing of electrons will take place while filling the electrons in T2g and Pg orbitals. Let us take one example. Suppose this is our degenerate d orbital. Okay, let us say that we have 3 electrons, that is d3 system, and the splitting takes place in octahedral field as Eg. This is Eg level, and this is, say, because this energy will be less, so we say this is the T2g level. Okay, so these are the dxy, dyz, dzx, and this is dx square minus y square and dz square. So now what will happen? This is the delta O, total delta O, and this is, let's say, the Berry center. This is the Berry center, and then this energy is plus 0.6 into delta O, and this energy is minus 0.4 into डेल्टा ओ। अभी जब लिगेंड है वो स्ट्रॉन्ग फील्ड लिगेंड की तरह जब बिहेव करता है, लेट अस अज्यूम दैट इट बिहेव्स एज ए स्ट्रॉन्ग फील्ड लिगेंड, तो हमारा जो 3 इलेक्ट्रॉन जब तक हैं तो दे विल बी फील्ड हियर। अगर 4th इलेक्ट्रॉन आता है, सपोज इट इज ए D4 सिस्टम, ओके, देन D4 सिस्टम में क्या होगा, दिस 4th इलेक्ट्रॉन whether it will start pairing up or it will move to this. So in case of strong field ligand, we know that magnitude of delta O, that is splitting energy, is higher than pairing energy. Okay, that means pairing में अपने को energy कम चाहिए, तो क्या हो जाएगा, pairing of electron will take place. So 4th electron will go here. अगर मान लीजिए D5 है, D4 की जगह D5 है, then 4th इलेक्ट्रॉन विल गो हियर, एंड अगर D6 है तो 6th इलेक्ट्रॉन विल मूव हियर बिकॉज पेयरिंग के लिए अपने को एनर्जी कम चाहिए, सो पेयरिंग विल टेक प्लेस. अगर डी 7 है सपोज 5 6 7, ओके, नाउ 7th इलेक्ट्रॉन विल गो हियर, ओके. और अगर डी 8 है देन 8th इलेक्ट्रॉन विल गो हियर. और अगर डी 9 है, ओके, डी 9 दैट इज दिस, ओके. सो डी 9 है तो नेक्स्ट 9th इलेक्ट्रॉन विल go here. So that is how this filling of electrons take place in case of strong field ligand. Because pairing energy is less, so pairing of electrons will take place, then only it will go to the next electron will go to the Eg level. और अगर ये हमारा weak field ligand होता, suppose this would have been a weak field ligand like halogens, in that case what will happen? Up to 3 electrons there is no problem, okay. Suppose let us take D3 system, so up to D3, so this is D3 suppose, so up to D3 one electron here, one here, one here, that is how the filling will take place. And when the 4th electron comes, say it is D4, then 4th electron will not pair up, it will go here. Why? Because in case of weak field ligand, the magnitude of delta O is less than pairing energy. That means pairing energy is higher, so pairing will not take place, only electron will go, next electron will go to the Eg level, okay. So when D5 is there, then this will go here. When D6 is there, suppose D6 system is there, then the 6th electron will come here, okay. Like that the filling of electrons will take place. And we see that in case of weak field ligands, the number of unpaired electrons are more, so their spin only magnetic moment will be higher in case of weak field ligands. In case of strong field ligands, we saw that pairing of electrons takes place, so the spin only moment, magnetic moment will be low in case of strong field ligands. So that is how this we can find the electronic configuration of this any central metal ion based on the this. Suppose I want to find out crystal field stabilization energy. What is crystal field stabilization energy? It is nothing but number of electrons in T2G level multiplied by number of electrons in T2G level, or we can write N T2G, that is the number of electrons in T2G level multiplied by minus 0.4 delta O, okay, plus number of electrons in Eg level, that is NEG multiplied by plus 0.6 delta O, okay, and plus pairing energy P multiplied by difference in the number of electron pairs here and here. In this case the difference in number of electron pairs is 0, so we will write 0. Suppose there are 2 electrons pairs here and 1 electron pair here, then we will write P into number of electrons in, that is P into 1, because there will be, as per the, this is nothing but Z, where Z is the difference in number of electron pairs on the right side and the left side, okay. So that is how we can calculate the value of crystal field stabilization energy. So this is how we complete our session on octahedral field. In case of tetrahedral field, the splitting energy is less. We say this in tetrahedral field, the splitting energy is 4/9 into splitting energy in octahedral field. So in case of tetrahedral field, always this pairing energy will be higher than this, because delta T is very less in case of tetrahedral field. So because delta T magnitude is very less, so pairing energy is higher than delta T. So we can say pairing will not take place in case of tetrahedral complexes. Okay, so with this we complete our session here, and in the next section we will take this crystal field theory for tetrahedral complexes. I wish you all the best, and we will meet in the next session. Thank you.